Over 10 years ago, my aunt decided to leave and not stay at the farm by herself. And she bought a property in South Carolina on a river lake. And I met with Jennifer at her house in Morgantown, where they had just bought a really large house. And John was a doctor now. And I told her, I said, I don't care about the money, just go keep it. Keep the farm if you can. And so Jennifer has been pretty isolated. It's not really the kind of place. She's made the best of it, though. I just think she'd be happier in Charlottesville. Maybe live longer. She needs to be with other wives of doctors, to, little clubs and things like that, to keep her socially active. And I did not know that was going to happen. And I got rid of my horses, Beauty and Thomas and Ivy, Jenny Lou. I gave them to a Christian family and sold. They said they wanted to give me some money, so they gave me $300 for Beauty. They didn't really like her, I guess. And they said she got mean, but she's just dominant. You got to choose who's the boss, and apparently they couldn't set the precedent there. And when I called to find out how she was, they said they sold her. I said, well, who'd you sell her to? And they said, we don't know. Just sold her. So to me, it's like I read Black Beauty, the novel, and her name was Beauty. And I guess she'd be almost 30 now, but I would like to know what happened to her. Did she go to a good home? Was she abused? Was she taken care of? All those things you do for a pet. I never had a pony, and so I bought this pony that my friend Martha had, and wasn't a good lesson pony. She's more one person. And my daughter Hillary got along with her fine. She dumped me one time going over a cross X, and I got back on her. I said, that's not okay, but she showed me what she could do. One time out in the field, my 3-year-old son was walking up, and she picked up that back foot like she was going to kick him. And I guess she thought about it and decided she wanted to keep her happy home, because had she kicked my son, it would have been a sale of something she maybe wasn't totally happy with. Because she had it pretty good. She wasn't ridden very often, and she was loved on, and it was okay. I remember one time when we had just first gotten her, and I'd spent some time with her, and I knew. And I put her in a cross tie, and I told Hillary, I said, you got to get the bridle on this horse. And Hillary was out at the barn. She came to the kitchen where I'd started cooking dinner. She was crying. She was, I can't do it. I said, do not come back in this house until you get the bridle on that pony. And about 10 minutes later, she did it, and she was so proud. She was walking across the backyard with pony and bridle and bareback. And then she got on bareback, and she became a pretty good rider. But yeah, see, we didn't have the deal with the farm yet. And if I'd known we were going to keep the farm or have Jennifer out there, Jennifer probably would have enjoyed having the ponies and the miniatures. And they're pretty well trained. And I could have helped her with Beauty. But those things happen. My kids are alive. Morgan seems to be doing really well. They all seem to be alive.